You're walking. Right, of course. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. Eh. And you're actually glad that you did. The weather is absolutely perfect today. That's a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn around. You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do. Maybe even who you could meet. You're so deep in thought that you almost miss it. Huh? What was that? Other than the weird sense of deja vu, right? Am I right? No? No? Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a lonely alleyway. The sunlight only just manages to reach down in between the tall buildings on either side. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward, the loose gravel and scattered debris on the ground softening your steps. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the warm, almost ethereal light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cat. Huh. Guess that should have been obvious. It is an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. It puts its front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. So cute. So... Huh? You look so... familiar. Right? Then again, it is a cat. Not many different ways for a standard black cat to look after all. This one sure is a cutie though. Really are. Just look. It's not glaring at you or hissing at you for getting this close like other stray cats have in the past. You'd never hurt me, kitty. It's just sitting there, patiently. waiting for you to do something. Alright, we're gonna see what do not take the cat home is. Sadly, as cute as the cat is, you'd never take this thing home with you. You just can't take it home with you. You're a responsible adult. Am I? But I can't. You are. With rent and bills to pay for, not to mention you need to buy food to survive, too. There's no way you could care for a cat long term, right? You can barely afford this little outing on your day off. What to do? We're gonna do a save. Here we go. Do leave the cat. That's what we said we were gonna do. We're not gonna take the cat home, right? You don't think it's a good idea to get the cat's hope up of having someone look after it if you're not willing to commit. That's very responsible. What if it gets attached and somehow tracks you down back to your home? Whoa, what was that? What if it gets attached and somehow tracks you down back to your home? What was that little text? Don't speed that past me. You'd never get away. Sorry, see you around, I guess. You stand up, the cat watching your every move. You make it halfway out of the alley when the cat meows almost pitifully at you. Oh, kitty. You are really not wanting me to leave, I know. I'm sorry. No. Nope. You need to nip this in the bud and get on with your day. It's only gonna get harder to leave. It's what's best for the both of you. You leave the alley and continue on your way. Wait, what was I doing? In all the excitement of dealing with your furry dilemma, you'd forgotten that you still hadn't decided on what you were going to do for your day off. I think I'll go watch a movie. Let's go see what's at the movies. It's been a while since a film came out that looked interesting enough for you to drag yourself to the movie theater. but there's a showing of one such film at the old theater. The movie was a little too niche to be picked up by the new cinema that opened right across the street. That's okay though, you're not exactly a fan of the crowds. Okay, super relatable. As a fellow agoraphobe. And nothing ruins the experience of watching a new movie for you more than a noisy audience. Let's go to the old theater, see what we got there. You eagerly buy your ticket from the kind old man in the booth and head inside. It's barren of any trace of other people, and the decor looks like it hasn't changed since the 80s. I am with that vibe, 100%. And no people? Win-win. Maybe even the 70s. But it's what you were counting on. You consider buying some popcorn, but can't help but be concerned that everything at the concession stand might be expired. You move on and walk through the halls, finally locating the theater designated on your ticket stub. As expected, the theater your movie will be playing in is completely empty. That is the best feeling, like having a theater completely to yourself. So great. Perfect. You pick a spot right in the middle, even counting the seats and taking into consideration the gap of the staircase. Me. As you settle in, the dim lights fade away, leaving the room pitch black for a few seconds. Before the screen flickers on. Let's all go to the movies. No commercials or trailers pop up. The movie just begins. Pleased, you shrug and let yourself get immersed in the opening scene. But just as you're getting into the premise, the doors open behind you, momentarily casting light into the room and ruining the atmosphere. The ambiance! You hold in a frustrated sigh. Could this be an usher coming in, checking, doing their job? It's a public establishment after all. People existing outside in public. The place can't exactly afford to stay open if you're the only customer. Yeah, fair, fair. You try to refocus on the movie, but you sense the new presence slowly shifting around the theater. Before heading in your general direction. Whole theater, you guys sit by me. Whole theater. What? Oh, hell no. You gape in utter disbelief as the stranger shuffles down the aisle only to sit right in front of you. I thought the worst thing you could do was sit next to me. I stand corrected. You utter dick. There's no one else here and plenty of places to sit. The stranger is also unusually tall. All bastard, even with the stadium-like arrangement of the seats being on a somewhat steep incline, they're completely blocking your view. I am very non-confrontational in real life, so I would honestly just move to another spot. You don't want to risk escalating the situation further. This whole thing is already making you uneasy. Facts. Why would they choose to sit right in front of you? Surely they know you wouldn't be able to see past them. I mean, some people are just that oblivious. But it does feel kind of personal. Shaking your head with a passive-aggressive scoff in the stranger's direction, you reluctantly pick another, less perfect seat in the theater. But, I swear, as you settle down, you see the strange person get up. Motherfucker. Don't you do it. Only to sit once again to sit down in the seat directly in front of you. Oh, well, now we fighting. Now we're fighting. Now we are fighting. You look around somewhat helplessly, as if waiting for someone to silently agree with you about how odd all of this is. Yeah, anyone with me? Or to at least inform you that it's all an elaborate prank. But there's no one else here with you. That's how you've always liked it, but you can't help but think that maybe it would be nice to have someone else here if it meant not being alone with this weird jerk. Can we tell him off now? I want to tell him off now. I should have confronted you in the first place. Thank you for the lesson. You dick. We confronting. You hate confrontation. You could already feel your palms starting to sweat at the idea. Palms sweaty, mom's spaghetti. Quick save. Your throat's closing up and your body's starting to shake. You've always been more of a flighter than a fighter. Yeah. A little bit of freeze in there too, but yeah. But you paid for this ticket. You've wanted to watch this movie for ages. And now this total stranger has ruined the entire experience for you. You're all alone in this theater. There's no one who will help you if something goes wrong. I can take them. But you're angry enough that you ignore the signs of your body begging you to put as much distance as you can between yourself and this stranger. so afraid he's going to turn around. You stand up, even standing, and higher up on the incline, the stranger is still at least a head taller than you. You tall bitch. Oh, no. The movie continues to play in the background, but you feel as if a hush immediately falls heavily over the theater at your movement. As if you can sense the stranger anticipating what you plan to do next. You square your shoulders and force a little bass into your voice. Hey! The effort makes your words come out more harshly than you intended, like a sudden and vicious bark. But you figured they deserve it anyway. You're being a real jerk, you know that? Just what are you playing at, huh? Are you trying to piss me off? The silence that follows your words is deafening. So much so that you glance at the screen only to find that the movie has paused? Your attention is ripped back to the stranger in front of you as they shift slightly. Like a small animal trying desperately to anticipate the moves of a predator. You don't move an inch. You don't look away. You don't dare to blink. Instead, your eyes widen as the person's head turns. Then turns some more. Then turns more, beyond what should be possible, neck bones cracking. Quite the eyes you have there. To face you directly. Ha 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 ha. You can't move. Wide glowing eyes resting above a wider grinning mouth gaze down at you. The stranger opens their mouth, and what comes out? Is something impossible to comprehend. The voice is endlessly deep and creaks like a weighty door, foreboding and oddly melodic. Alluring. But it also snaps you out of your terrified trance, and before you know it, you're already out the door. You run through the halls of the empty theater, heading for the exit. You feel something watching you from behind. But you're too afraid to look. The exit now in sight, you sprint forward and burst through the doors. You look around frantically and spot the crowded cinema across the street. People, that's what you need. Safety in numbers and all that. Without thinking, you rush into the street when a sinking sensation crawls down your spine, compelling you to look behind you. Don't look behind you, don't look behind you, don't look behind you, don't look behind you. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to save. Oh, okay. Despite your resistance, you feel your head turning to look back of its own accord. You feel your head turning to look back of its own accord. While in the middle of the street, you catch a glimpse of a grotesque-looking person standing behind the glass doors of the old theater. Watching you intensely. Cradling something, their arms. Kitty! Something. Familiar. But